Hello, Year 1 and 2. Welcome again to Wellbeing Online. Today we're going to think about making mistakes matter. It's really important when we make a mistake that we make those mistakes count. Now, I'm sure you're a bit like me. You don't like to make a mistake. Well, actually, we need to change our mind, because anybody who's ever done something new, anybody who's ever taken a risk will make a mistake. And mistakes are part of learning. And what we must remember and what we must do is remember that we want to learn from our mistakes. What is it that we did wrong? We need to think about that. And then we need to think, how can we do it differently next time so we don't make the same mistake? So mistakes matter. They matter because they're like stepping stones to success. Have you ever tried to go across a little river and there are some stones in the water, and you jump from one stone to the next stone to get across? That's stepping stones. And your mistakes are just that. They're like stepping stones to your learning. You can jump from one step to the next, one mistake to the next, and learn how to do something differently, learn how to get across that problem, learn how to get across and get it right. Now, let's watch this little song, and I'll come back and talk to you about what we need to do next.
Sometimes we have a go or a try, make small mistakes and want to cry. Making mistakes not sad, making mistakes not bad. Come on, just have a go or a try. Albert Einstein, with his brilliant mind, said, anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Learning from mistakes makes you great. And guess what? I'm going to tell you straight. Forget mistakes and believe and see what you can achieve. Learning from mistakes makes you great. Richard Branson, a successful businessman, said, you don't learn to walk by following the rules, you learn by doing and by falling over. Sometimes we have a go or a try, make small mistakes and want to cry. Making mistakes not sad, making mistakes not bad. Come on, just have a go or a try.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that song about mistakes. And remember, a mistake is never really a mistake unless you don't learn from it. The power is in the power of yet. We might not get something right yet, but if we keep trying, if we show a don't give up attitude, if we use perseverance and resilience, we can get things right. Now, in our family, we like to play with Lego, we like to make Lego. And sometimes I like to go a little bit too quickly and I don't follow the instructions and I make a mistake. But you know, I can fix that mistake. I can go back and look at the instructions and find out where I went wrong, and I can make it right. That's learning from a mistake. That's powerful. And that's what we need to do with our learning in our classes and at home. Perhaps we're trying to learn to rollerblade. You know, we make mistakes, but if we learn from those mistakes and keep trying, we can get better. And that's what I want us to be, students and people that get better at things. Now, in your activity today, you're going to print off the worksheet, or if you would like, just write on a piece of paper. You're going to write down something that you made a mistake with. Maybe it's a learning thing, or maybe it's something you're doing at home. Underneath that, I want you to write, what did you do after you made the mistake? How did you make it better? And then, the last thing, a picture or a sentence saying what you learned from that. So how would you do it differently the next time? Did you know, just before we go, that the man that invented the electric light, Mr. Thomas Edison, did you know he tried thousands of times to make that light? Thousands of times he failed, but he didn't give up. You could say he made thousands of mistakes. He didn't say that. He said, I've tried thousands of different ways to make the light bulb, and I found 1,000 different ways that didn't work. So I needed to keep going. I needed to find the right way. So he did. There's a man who didn't give up. Be people that don't give up. Learn from your mistakes. See you next time.